To create a space towards humility, what is required for God to hear our prayer? Simplicity. Listen to God's voice, humility, and prayer. God accepts the prayer of the tax collector. He goes home justified right along with him. Taking faith seriously does not mean that we have a monopoly on God's love. Tax collector prayer is humble, sober, pervaded by a consciousness of his own unworthiness, of his own needs. He truly realizes that he needs God's forgiveness and His mercy. Gospel tells us that our faith, our good works, our prayer can make a difference in the lives of others. Our commitment to God can open hearts that are broken and weak to the power of God's grace. People that hate you will look for everything that is wrong with you. People that love you will look for everything that is right about you. It's up to you who you choose to listen to. Everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. Two mindset, two perspective, two ways of looking at the salvation of God. The Pharisee, God, I thank you that I'm not like other people like him. Self-righteousness. Tax collector, God, be merciful to me, a sinner, self-driven, moved by the Spirit, accepting God the way He wants Him to be, because God who gives the salvation. Humility versus pride. Pride. God opposes the proud. Humility gives grace to the humble. The two directions, mercy and grace versus pride and self-righteousness. When we are on the crossroad of self-righteousness, may we choose humility and embrace the path of mercy and grace that comes from God. The parable calls us to act, to strive, to succeed. It calls us to a life of reflection. From reflection we move on to action. It calls us to slow down, to take a moment, to take a breath, and to ground ourselves in God's love for us and our love for others. In reflection, in all sincerity, we are called to admit our faults, to appreciate our talents, and to never forget that God is with us always. We are all called to be people of actions through reflection. But let us remember, we are children of God. God gives us mercy. God gives us grace. And God leads and guides us to forgiveness. Prayer is a road to heaven, but faith opens the door. The gospel invites us that our faith, our good works, and our prayer can make a difference in the lives of others. Our commitment to God can open hearts that are broken and weak to the power of God's grace. It is invoke Mary's support and intercession in order to follow the Lord on this journey, to help our brothers and sisters to be better, pushing ourselves to always to do with charity, in truth, and with humility.